Wednesday, August 24th, 2022. Coming up on the program today, spraying your Liberty jizz on Woketards' thighs. Plus, how classified government documents are kind of like child porn, a WWE wrestler's gay domestic dispute, and prank raping your friend's asshole. All coming up today. It's time for another distorted view test of patience.
Fried ham, cheese, and bologna. After the macaroni, we'll have onions, pickles, and pretzels, and then we'll have some more fried ham. Next verse, same as the first, a baby accent, whole lot worse.
Fried ham, cheese, and bologna. After the macaroni, we'll have onions, pickles, and pretzels, and then we'll have some more fried ham.
Next verse, same as the first, an old accent, whole lot worse. Fried ham, cheese and bologna. After the macaroni, we'll have onions, pickles, and pretzels, and then we'll have some more fried ham. Next verse, same as the first, a Martian accent, a lot worse.
Fried ham, cheese, and bologna. After the macaroni, we'll have onions, pickles, and pretzels, and then we'll have some more fried ham.
Next verse, same as the first, cool accent, whole lot worse.
Fried ham, cheese and bologna, baby. After the macaroni, yeah,
We'll have some onions, pickles, and pretzels.
and then we'll have some more fried.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
I'm going to touch the feces and masturbate with it.
Full-bloom AIDS.
Stuff my fucking asshole. That's it. Stuff the fucking shit box.
I'm a sucker for other people's pain.
She is a fat cunt.
Yes, Tim Henson, back here with you for the Wednesday show. Got a great one for you today. Got to say thanks to Gauntlet in the Discord for providing a link to that test of patience. It was originally posted by Everything is Terrible. Our good friends over there doing God's work, finding just atrocious audio and video. We are kindred spirits, I feel. Like I said, I do have a great show for you today. Tons of audio to get to. Let's not waste any time. You know I love when members of the public get up and speak at a city council meeting or a school board meeting. These people are usually charged up. They've got something to say. Unfortunately, their low intellect, lack of vocabulary, and blind rage prevents them from getting their point across in a calm, intelligent manner. Today we have a man at a school board meeting. He's very upset about trans kids in the bathrooms or pronouns or monkeypox or something.
Yeah!
You know we're in for a treat when his prepared statement starts with, "Yeah, let's get her done." Count how many times he says, "And guess what?" And "you know what?" I think that is a true mark of a dumbass. I think that's something stupid people say a lot.
Yeah! Thank you, Shannon, Casey, Timmy, Kathy. Keep winning, baby. Do it. Embrace simple truths. There's only two genders. And boys should go to boys' rooms. Girls should go to girls' restrooms. And guess what?
Oh, and guess what?
Teachers shouldn't be forced to use your freaking made-up fantasy pronouns.
I mean, I guess there is an argument for, like, confusing kids with pronouns. If a teacher obviously looks like a woman, but identifies as they, them, or he, him, kids are going to be like, look, I'm just learning how to use these words. I thought he was for boys, but you're like a girl. And the teacher's like, no. I'm a they. I thought they was for referring to a group of people. No. They is now just for non-conforming genders. If you want to refer to a group of people, you say gaggle or faggle. If you know they're all gay. Gaggle for a group of girls, maggles for a group of guys, faggles for a group of homosexuals, and vaggles if it's mixed company. And of course, finally, if at least one member of the group is made partially or fully out of felt, you obviously call the whole group fraggles. This is what they're trying to teach our kids in public schools. I do get the argument here, but it's always funny when these guys are like, I don't use pronouns. I don't like those fantasy pronouns. Like the words themselves aren't like pronouns are a thing. You just don't like how they're being used.
Forced to use your freaking made-up fantasy pronouns. Fight like hell. Hold the line against the LGBT mafia and their dang pedo fans.
Again, I don't like how pedophilia is being linked so closely to gay stuff. That makes me very uneasy because idiots like this, conflate the two. That's how Timmy Boo gets his ass kicked. That being said, I appreciate all of my fans. Fans are hard to come by. If there are some pedos who listen to Distorted View Daily, as long as you keep giving me that money, that's fine. I don't condone your lifestyle. I will always wish for you to be arrested and prosecuted to the full extent of the law, but anyone is welcome to listen to DV, and anyone is welcome to give me money. That might not sit well with all of you, but think about it like this. The more money the pedophile spends on Distorted View, sideshow memberships, merchandise, the less money they'll have to spend on buying things to entrap children, and less money to buy child porn. I should be celebrated for my efforts, just doing my part to fight child fuckers. I am a true American hero. All right, let's finish up with this guy.
Fans, keep winning. You know what? Keep the winning. They can keep the monkeypox. How's that working? In fact, keep winning so much, we'll keep coming. You know what? We're going to keep coming so hard, the only thing these woketards got to figure out is whether it's on their face, backbone, or thighs.
He said that very quickly, but I really need you to understand every word that's coming out of Bubba's fat face here. Let me slow the audio down here and let's savor every word.
You know what? We're going to keep coming so hard.
We're going to keep coming so hard.
The only thing these woketards got to figure out is whether it's on their face, backbone, or thighs.
The woketards will need to figure out if he's coming on their face, back, or thighs. It's so funny because if you listen very closely, you can hear some people going, ugh.
You know what? We're going to keep coming so hard, the only thing these woketards got to figure out is whether it's on their face, backbone, or thighs. Woo! Get some! Thank you!
Mic drop moment there. Good job, sir. He's just trying to protect his children. I don't know if the school board truly is the enemy here, especially when there are real pedophiles out there. Ones like our very own Galileo 2333. He's back, and he has somehow found a connection between child sex images and the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago. Take a listen.
Hi, Galileo 2333. Child sex imagery and top secret military documents have a lot in common.
You get in trouble if you look at it? You most definitely aren't supposed to lay a finger on them. They feature restricted areas. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
There's a lot of ways they're similar. It is a very serious crime to possess them, or to distribute them, or to view them, or look at them, or possess or without very specific authorizations.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, obviously, Galileo wants that type of clearance.
It's like information suggesting that adult-child sexual interaction could be a positive experience is as big of a threat to the establishment as an unauthorized person knowing how to build weapons that could be used to seriously overthrow the government.
I was with Galileo up to this point. I was understanding what he was saying, but he's starting to lose me here. You're going to have to point me to these studies or papers that say an adult fucking a child could lead to a positive outcome for the kid. Maybe some of those papers were included in the Mar-a-Lago raid. You know, Trump was buddy-buddy with Jeff Epstein.
Once again, David Lee Huber, the guy in Florida, shot the FBI agents. That's a great guy. That's a really good score there, and that needs to happen every time the FBI busts somebody for that. And the FBI needs to be disbanded.
Yeah, obviously, Galileo does not like the FBI. They're always going after kitty fuckers, picking on them.
Younger girls, girls by the time they're 10, 12, that's when they should be married to adult men. I mean, that's the girls are getting attractive at that age.
All right, so that's the sweet spot for Galileo, ages 10 to 12. Actually, he's saying that they should be married by 10, so maybe they should start dating at 6 or 7. I mean, after all, you want to get to know the guy before you get married, right? These bitches are barely out of Pampers. Oh, I hope the FBI is watching this guy.
And they get crushes on adult men, and old men, have interaction with them. It should be, society should modify. I mean, society's attitude should change. And if that information were spread around, imagery, sexual imagery like that, were spread around, and it could greatly promote those ideas within society.
Galileo really is advocating for like a flood of child porn to get out there. He just feels like if guys could just see what a little kid looks like in a sexual scenario, everyone would turn into a pedophile. It would be a kitty fucker utopia. This is what Galileo fantasizes about. Well, it's not the only thing he fantasizes about. You know what he fantasizes about. Well, that's Galileo 2333. And by the way, if you're new to the show, no, this guy was not found on YouTube. His videos are posted on BitChute, which is like the pro-free speech version of YouTube. This is what pro-free speech ends up looking like. It's a bit problematic. Well, anyway, that's Galileo 2333. Been a while since we've checked in with him. Let's switch gears to something a little less gross. I had no idea that guys waxed their head. And I'm not talking about making their dome shiny. I'm talking waxing like women will wax their bikini area or legs. Women, you know, of course, how good that feels. We've got a guy here getting his head waxed at a barber shop. Let's see how he handles the procedure.
Oh!
That shit snapping.
That's the barber laughing at him.
Fuck! Shit!
He is up and out of the chair. I think he wants to call it quits, but the problem is, you know, you're halfway through ripping the wax off. I mean, you got to go through with it. He's yelping and crying and laughing. He eventually does get back into the chair. He's doing better now. I spoke too soon. That was the last little piece. They got it off. To me, it doesn't look any better or worse than if he would have just shaved it. Save yourself the agony, man. All right, moving on. Do you guys know who Jake Atlas is? If you are a fan of wrestling, you might. He was a wrestler with All Elite Wrestling. He's no longer with the company. As a matter of fact, he was arrested not too long ago. It was a domestic situation. Turns out Jake is bi or gay or something. Yeah, and he hasn't been getting along with his boyfriend. I've got some audio here from the police body cam footage.
Can you just kind of run me through what happened?
Sure. So I can understand why he called the cops. Mm-hmm. He probably feels insecure, or he feels that I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
But I'm not.
Okay.
And you can believe me or you can't believe me. Mm-hmm. I am an international trained superstar.
This guy lives in a shitty apartment complex. I mean, maybe it's nice on the inside, but I think it's a far cry from international superstar.
Okay.
I have worked across the country, across the world with my name.
I gotcha.
He's a nobody. Okay. The guy that called the cops on you.
It seems like Jake's whole thing here is to just disparage his boyfriend. He just wants to talk smack about him.
Right, so let's just assume that the fucking bitch ass fucking pussy called the cops.
Okay, what happened
It doesn't matter.
Where did it start? Where did it start?
I know, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to be with him anymore.
Yeah, it's great you want to break up with your boyfriend, but the police were called in because of a situation. You need to explain what led to the situation. No. It doesn't matter. It kind of does. I do have some information here. He was accused of roughing up his then boyfriend after the two had a threesome with a woman. This is the problem with threesomes. It always leads to jealousy, right? So the wrestler here, Jake Atlas, was apparently upset, that his boyfriend was showing the woman more attention than him. So he allegedly scratched his boyfriend and ripped his tank top. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but these are gays we're talking about here. This is not like a $3 Hanes tank top. This is a designer tank top from, some super gay brand, like Stink Pig, Torso brand tank top, or, something like that. Don't fuck with a homosexual's clothing.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I have to
live
do
here.
my part.
I know, but I live here. I pay rent here.
Okay.
So if he's scared, he's 6'5", he's fucking scared that I'm gonna do something. He's 6'5" and fucking jacked as fuck.
Well, you're a wrestler.
I won't touch him. I've had the best sex of my life ever that isn't him.
Okay.
I won't bother him. I won't touch him. I won't. Wait, what was that?
Yeah, another police got on the radio and I guess was just checking in. Is everything okay? And the guy was 10-4. And the wrestler is really thrown off by that. He gets really condescending. Oh, am I hurting you? Does it seem like I'm hurting you? Are you checking it? Because are they worried that I'm going to hurt you? I'll stand back a few feet just so you feel safe.
They're 10-4 checking me. They're making sure I'm okay.
Oh,
I was telling them.
Am I hurting you?
No, that's just standard practice.
Right, but I'm not touching you.
Everyone is on the phone.
If you want, I will stand over here. If you want.
No, you're okay. You're okay. No, they do that. That's your job.
I feel like this is all a giant deflection tactic. Obviously this guy beat up his boyfriend or scratched his back or whatever. He's giving all sorts of information that has nothing to do with the attack. He's a bad lay. I've had way better sex, honey. Oh, am I scaring you? Do I need to step back in the door? Are you worried? Other people checking in on you? Your police friends check. He just doesn't want to talk about the domestic situation at hand here.
Everyone is on the phone.
If you want, I will stand over here. If you want.
No, you're okay. You're okay. No, they do that. That's your job.
I have my rights just as much as you have your rights.
Absolutely.
And is white as fuck, so that's why he doesn't understand rights.
He's saying that his boyfriend, or ex or whatever, is white. That's the problem here.
But I'm Mexican. And I will do what I need to do to protect myself from you. Because I'm Mexican.
I'm no threat. You're not a threat to me.
I'm not going to let you use your white power against me.
I just want your side of the story from Big Daddy to now. Can you explain to me what happened?
There's nothing to explain other than is a terrible boyfriend, and he's terrible at sex.
See?
And I don't know what else there is to tell you.
Did anyone put hands on each other?
Yeah, let me think about that one. Did anyone lay hands on one another?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
I wouldn't say so.
I got you.
But you can use that against me if you want.
I'm not using anything against anyone.
But that's what it feels like.
No.
Just because you're white, it feels like I have to be the victim.
All the police asked for was the story. Did anyone get hurt? Did you get hurt? Did they get hurt?
Because I'm Mexican, I'm of color.
That's all your implications.
No, but that's what it feels like.
Okay, well,
because you're like, did anyone put hands on each other? Because I'm like, okay, well, I didn't attack him. I didn't. You know what I mean?
Well, there's allegations, so I'm trying to get your side of the story, but you're not telling me your side of the story.
I'm not going to waste your time. He never tells his side of the story and is promptly arrested. The charges, though, were ultimately dropped. I don't know if he patched things up with his boyfriend. If I could give just a little suggestion, stay away from the threesomes. They don't seem to work out for you. By the way, in addition to wrestling with AEW, he was also a WWE wrestler from 2019 to 2021, so you may have seen him in the ring at some point. He truly is a superstar. I stand corrected. All right. Oh, I've got another road rage incident. We played one of these the other day on the podcast. This time we've got two guys fighting here. One pulls out a knife.
Stop sign, bro. You ain't see the stop sign? To you? You're going straight. You ain't see the stop sign? There's fucking kids around here. You can't blaze through the fucking stop sign, Joe.
It's that guy that has the knife here in a second. He hasn't pulled it out yet.
Fucking kids around here. You can't blaze through the fucking stop sign, jerk off.
Blaze through the stop sign.
Yeah, you did. You didn't stop, bro. You didn't fucking stop. You blazed through the stop sign. No, I'm not the fucking police. I'm telling you to fucking stop at that stop sign. There's kids around here.
I'm minding your fucking business, guy.
I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business. I'm minding your shit, bitch.
Don't fucking talk to me like that.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. I got something for you. I'll stick it right up your motherfucking ass, nigga.
He, of course, is referring to the knife he has. Now, what he doesn't know is the man he's threatening with a knife just happens to be a police officer.
Oh, get the fucking ground. Honey, call 911.
Now, what you're hearing here is the ho, ho, when he goes ho, ho, ho.
Oh, get the fucking ground. Honey.
Oh, that's because the police officer has pulled a gun. I see your knife, and I raise you a Glock.
Call 911. No. Get on the fucking ground. No. Get on the fucking ground.
Can you call 911?
Get on the fucking ground.
Call 911.
NYPD, get on the fucking ground. Okay, Mom. Get on the fucking ground now.
It's so funny because the guy who was acting so hard just a few seconds ago is now calling for his mom. Mommy! Mom!
Put your hands on your head, you fucker! Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm telling you, there's kids around here, motherfucker. You don't pull a fucking knife. You were coming at me. Put your hands on your fucking head. I was protecting myself.
Protecting yourself? You're the one that instigated this fight. Now, that being said, it seems like everyone in the comments are very anti-cop. They're like, this guy's just on a power trip. Fucking asshole cops. But it's like, a knife was pulled out. I don't know.
Put your fucking hands on your head. Hey, Ma!
I mean, I guess the cop did. He's a cop from another state, I think, or another jurisdiction or something, and he wasn't on duty.
I was protecting myself. You were coming at me. I was not coming at you. You fucking chased me. You fucking chased me in the parking lot. You don't live here.
I live
You don't
right
fucking live here.
I live right fucking here.
You don't fucking live here.
You're not.
You don't fucking live here, motherfucker.
Nice fucking
Ma, get your hands on your fucking head. This guy's got a gun. Step back. Get your hands on your fucking head. He pulled a knife on me. Step back, man.
Everyone in this video is completely insane. The woman does not back off. She gets in between the two guys and the gun.
Step back. Step back.
Oh, shit.
Step back.
No, I'm not stepping
Step
back. You're gonna have to shoot me.
Step back.
No.
He pulled a fucking knife on me.
Why?
He pulled a knife on me because he's psycho and having a fucking episode. Get the fuck.
I want to see your badge.
Right fucking here.
Now, as he's dealing with her, the guy flees with another woman.
No.
I guess to go in the house or apartment.
Tell them my husband's a cop, please.
Get the fuck over
Hold them. Tell them to hurry.
No.
I'm the NYPD. I fucking live here.
You're not anyway. You're not New Jersey PD.
This is not New Jersey. Let's fucking try. This is Rockland County. Step back.
Like, people don't even know where they're at.
Step
It's
back.
all very confusing.
Step back away from me.
Why?
Step back away from me.
Jill.
Step back away from me right now.
Away from him.
Well, one of these ladies tries to sort of reason with this cop, or at least explain why the knife-wielding man is on edge.
We had a lot of deaths and we're having a very bad.
He pulls a knife on me?
Well,
I'm gonna get the knife.
He carries a knife.
He pulled it out on me. Thank you.
What does that mean? Pulled it out? Well, were you threatening him with a gun?
He pulled a knife out and then I
Nice
pointed
try,
the gun
honey.
after he pulled a knife on me.
Can I ask you a question? What's going to kill you faster, a knife or a gun?
Okay,
A knife.
Go ahead, honey.
Nice fucking try.
Jill.
A knife. Nice fucking try. Have a nice day.
Yeah, this off-duty cop just eventually leaves. I guess he didn't want to deal with the aftermath. He probably figured there's going to be a lot of paperwork. I pulled my gun out on this guy. It's better if I just skedaddle. It's another example and lesson for me, really, that these road rage incidents could turn very ugly. And, I'm a hothead behind the wheel. Maybe I should start carrying a gun. And that's when Tim had his worst idea ever. I'm clumsy and accident prone, and I have anger issues. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep a gun in my glove compartment. Seems like the reasonable thing to do. Hey, real quick, before we get into the news, I got to say congratulations to the podcast regular features. They recently celebrated their 500th episode, which is no small feat. These boys from across the pond have been very nice to me and DV, especially Log. Log recently wrote and recorded a song for their 500th episode, and he said it's very DV-worthy. It's really an ode to Scat. Apparently in the song, they use the phrase shit freak whore, which Log says was absolutely written with me in mind. Thank you. Is that a phrase I use often? I guess freak is in there, freak for DV. Here's a little bit of the song. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Fred and Barry sat one night. The sky was clear, the stars were bright. The wind was soft, the moon was high. Fred lifted up a cheeky thigh. He dropped his pants, he felt sublime. He paused his show about true crime. Barry cringed in fear and dread. Fred pulled apart his ass and said, let's do it, do it while the moon is fat. I'm aching for risk-taking, I've always wanted to try scat. Just like porn, but be warned, if any gets into your mouth, you might taste sweet corn. Let's do it tonight. But he said, I can't do it. I tried rimming and it made me wince. I'm cautious, too nauseous to smear my tits with thick beige mince. Please refrain, please don't strain. We've had the sofa steam cleaned and I don't want it stained. I can't do it tonight. Let's do it while I'm really in the mood. You're queasy, but it's easy. A dirty Sanchez ain't that rude. Try pieces, my releases will take you to a whole new world of fun with feces. Let's do it tonight. I can't do it. The stench will put me off my lunch. I fear your diarrhea is far too wet for me to munch. It's shocking, pan blocking. You could at least have taken off your fishnet stockings. I can't do it tonight. Let's do it. I really want to scream and shout. Rip off my girdle, the turtle's head is really poking out. Stop squirming, it's firming. My dander's up, my passion's high, my ring hole's burning. Let's do it tonight.
By the way, there's like 30 verses to this song. It goes on for 5 or 6 minutes. We've played just a couple. Let me get to the end here. You want to hear the whole thing? I'm sure the boys over at Regular Features will be playing it. They did it during a live show. I think he said he prefers the recorded version, though.
Let's do it, really make the bed sheets brown. It's manic, volcanic, my sphincter blown from here to town. It's freaky, so leaky, I'll wipe it off your forehead with a woman's weekly. Let's do it tonight.
It's funny to me that no matter what the age of the man, 4, 40, 84, the concept of poop and poop play is just hilarious. Guys love gross shit.
Let's do it. You've won me with your gentle words. Loose your grip and let rip with a hot, fat, sweaty turd. I'm willing, I'm able. Push the Bible off the glass-top coffee table. Let's do it tonight.
All right, once again, congratulations, Log and Regular Features, for hitting the momentous milestone 500 episodes. Check out their show. I will provide a link on the show notes today. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to that fucked up news. Right up. If you're not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow, what are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. When you sign up, you gain access to the entire archive of programs. We've been at this since December 2004. 5,000-ish episodes? Kind of makes 500 seem a little quaint. You got a ways to go there, Regular Features. I'm sure they would say they do a weekly show and focus more on quality than quantity. To each their own, whatever. Yes, every week I do brand new exclusive shows just for paying freaks. If you want to hear it all, you got to sign up. Superfreaksideshow.com. Memberships are very inexpensive. Only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Again, for more information, check out superfreaksideshow.com and distortedview.com. We also have a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. It's just another way to help support the show. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Again, patreon.com/distortedview. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, we got one from India here. Still have no idea what Jagu is. Indian people don't know what Jagu means. They say it, they don't know what it means. I believe the closest we got to an explanation was someone thinks it might mean wake up. Wake up, white people, like that type of wake up. The very Glenn Miller type of wake up. All right, yes, we got a story from India here. Doctors have removed a steel cup This is Distorted View Daily, so you can pretty much write the rest of the story. Guess how doctors removed the cup? Where was the cup found? I make this too easy for you. Yes, of course, it was in a man's rectum. Doctors have removed a steel cup from a man's rectum 10 days after his friends put it up there as a drunken prank. Those men are not your friends. Also, that is not a prank. That's full bloom rape is what's happening here. The 45-year-old from Balapador, India, I'm sure I butchered that, had the substantially sized object. Yeah, it's like an 8-ounce or 10-ounce cup, not like a shot glass or something. No, this was a full-size cup. As a matter of fact, check out the chapter artwork right now or the featured image at distortedview.com or superfreaksideshow.com. You can actually see the X-ray image. It's a biggin. The incident, which took place on August 19th, apparently happened when the unfortunate man was out drinking with his friends. According to reports, the victim's friends said they inserted the sizable item up his rectum while he was in an inebriated state as part of a prank. You know, when it's that far up in there, you can't just shit out a cup. You got to go then fishing for it and hope that the cup hasn't positioned itself where you couldn't get a grip on it. Because, some of these cups are very slippery, steel cups. There's a lot of smooth edges. It's all rounded. The only way you could hope to get it is if you can pinch the edge of the cup, the top portion. And it looks like that was all twisted about inside of him. The cup is around 3 to 4 inches in diameter and 6 inches long. Oh, I could take that. What is this guy bitching about? His family members rushed him to the hospital after they found out. He obviously had trouble pooping. The man did not immediately report the incident over fears of embarrassing himself. An X-ray, now this guy's X-ray is out there for everyone to see. That is embarrassing. An X-ray showed that the cup was found stuck in the intestine. They removed the cup after 10 days when the man's stomach started to swell as he had not defecated since the incident. At first, doctors tried to retrieve the cup through the rectum, but then had to resort to surgery due to the sheer size of the object. Doctors had to cut through the intestine to finally retrieve it. The procedure took around 2.5 hours total. The man is now recovering after surgery, and his condition is said to be stable. He will remain in the hospital for another 4 to 5 days under observation. Now, the question remains, was this a goof perpetrated by some friends, or could the more likely, plausible explanation be this guy was at home, horny, into anal play, his eyes were bigger than his butthole, the cup got sucked up in there, and then when he finally realized he was going to have to go to the hospital, he concocted this whole story about his friends prank raping him. It's called prank raping. I could totally see that being a trend. TikTok, get ready for prank raping. They'll be sweeping across your For You page real soon. All right, second story we have for you today. This one comes from Africa. A man in Ghana allegedly cut off his own penis while he was having a dream about slaughtering a goat. I've heard of sleepwalking, but not sleep slaughtering. Still, I don't trust myself. That's one of the reasons why I keep knives far away from the bedroom. I'm also afraid of what Lord Douche might do to me in his sleep. Your Honor, I didn't mean to bludgeon and kill Tim. I was asleep, dreaming of slaughtering goats. I sleep slaughtered him. That could work as a defense if you got the right lawyer. All right, the man has been identified as 42-year-old Kofi Ada, who is also known as Wofa Ada. The television station noted that the incident occurred in Asin Fasu on August 12th. Ada later woke up, quote, to see his penis chopped off, which is just a horrible way to wake up. This is almost as unbelievable as the prank cup up the butthole thing. How can you sleep through cutting your own penis off? And then you wake up in the morning, you're like, holy shit, what happened? And how are you not bleeding out? None of this makes sense. Although a reporter did tweet, a 42-year-old man is currently battling for his life after allegedly cutting off his penis. So, he's not doing well. He is suffering some consequences. The media outlet reported that Ata's wife, Adwo Konadu or something, was traveling at the time and found out about the ordeal after a neighbor contacted her. When she returned home, she discovered her husband bleeding from his manhood on a chamber pot and holding his penis. Honey, I fucked up. Women just cannot leave guys alone. This is the type of shit that happens. She then got her husband a diaper to help reduce blood flow and then took him to a hospital, which is something he should have, done himself, called 911 or whatever the equivalent is over there. Other people knew about the situation. After all, a neighbor called this woman to tell her to get home. Why not call emergency services while you're at it? This guy waited for his wife to get home, just like hanging out, shitting on a pot, bleeding profusely. I don't know what to do. I have to wait for my wife. She'll bring me a diaper. All right. While Atta's condition was not immediately known, the anchor of the local news says that he's battling for his life. She shared a news segment about the case, which included alleged images of the man in recovery. Look, of all the places for someone to cut off their dick, I don't know if Ghana is the best. I don't know what type of caliber surgeons they have. Like, the best of the best live in Ghana. I somehow doubt it. I don't think this guy's penis is going to be saved. All right, final story we have for you today. Now, I've heard of bullfighting. I've heard of, the running of the bulls in Spain. I didn't know, in some bull runs, they, set the bulls on fire as they chase you, because I guess it's not dangerous enough. Yes, a bull with flaming horns gored a young man who later died from his injuries during a bull running event. Shocking footage shows Adrian Martinez Fernandez, 24, being smashed by a furious burning beast. Well, you can't blame the bull for being a little perturbed. Someone got him all riled up, set him on fire, then let him loose. Yeah, he's going to be looking for revenge. All right, shocking footage shows Adrian Martinez Fernandez being smashed by a furious burning beast in the town of Vallada? Let's go with Vallada, in Spain on Sunday during an annual event ran as a tribute to a patron saint, Nacho, the patron saint of animal abuse. I guess, I don't know. The animal, whose horns had been set on fire for the festival, turned Fernandez over and then gored him as terrified festival goers. The bull was scared too. Out of every living thing at that festival, only one was ablaze. Yeah, the bull gored him as terrified festival goers, standing mere feet away, but protected by railings, looked on in disbelief. The 24-year-old who had traveled to attend the festivities was taken by ambulance to the hospital as a precaution with no immediate visible injuries. I mean, by its very definition, if you're gored by a bull, you have a hole in you, right? The attack had ruptured his spleen, and caused several other injuries, internal injuries, leaving medical staff with no hope of saving the man. The city council later suspended the bullfighting night due to take place later that day, as well as another event scheduled for Monday morning due to the death of the young man. But isn't this a somewhat expected outcome? You guys can't be that surprised when someone dies. A bull with flaming horns is known as a toro embolado, or bull with balls, and is a sight that can be witnessed in many Spanish towns during bull running events. I know this is a dumb question, but does this hurt the bull, lighting their horns on fire? Can they feel their horns? The animal has balls of flammable material. Oh, okay. The animal has balls of flaming material attached to its horns before they're set on fire, and the enraged bull is set free to tear through the streets. Locals then try to dodge the bull as it rips through the town's roads. The pain caused by the flames typically work the animal into a frenzy, making them even more dangerous. It just adds to the thrill of the event. A minute of silence was held instead in the town's plaza to honor Fernandez after locals received news on Sunday that he had died. The town also sent their support and expressed their regret and solidarity to the family and friends of the 24-year-old. Festivities are scheduled to end this Sunday, marking a week of celebrations. Now, the death of Fernandez came hours after another bull, which was being led by a rope, broke free and caused damage to a van. I hope we also had a moment of silence for the van. The bull first charged into the side of the van, causing a large dent before climbing onto the bonnet and smashing into the windshield, and then breaking the glass and tearing up the upholstery. 2 years after the COVID-19 pandemic, locals had reportedly welcomed the long-awaited return of the festival, but several people have died, and dozens have sustained injuries in bull running events across Spain this year. I think people are just too eager to get out of the house, and they're like, yeah, whatever, I'll partake in a bull running event, sure, why not? And they're not prepared This is exactly what happens. All right, there you go. Be careful out there, especially if you live in Spain and you're running from bulls, on fire or not. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. All right, we are wrapping things up. This is the part of the show where I remind you there are many ways to contact me. show@distortedview.com. That's my email address. I'm all over social media @DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. We've got a Discord where all the freaks are hanging out and sharing links, having a good time. Go to distortedview.com. On the main navigation bar, you will see a link to the Discord. Use that as your invite in. It is absolutely free. While you're over there at distortedview.com, also check out the link to our new YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe, watch our videos, like all of them. Thank you so much for that. Let's check in with a few freaks here. We've got a patron to kick things off.
Jimmy Boo, it is Twink. Here calling from the shoes of carbon. About that Yellow Jacket problem you had, the guy who told you to stick the gasoline-soaked rag down in the hole and chuck in a match, absolutely dead right. Best advice ever. He just left out one minor but important point. It's a safety tip. What you want to do is make sure you hold your face directly over the hole so you can see what's happening down inside. That's the only way to make sure you get the queen.
Yeah.
And if
it makes sense. You got to see if you're getting the Yellow Jackets, if you're killing them.
Yes, it doesn't work. Just
want to get real close down in there.
Go on, baby.
Thank you very much for that very helpful piece of advice. You freaks are always so helpful. You got my back.
Hey, Tim. Turbo with Nex here.
Hey, Turbo.
I just listened to your May 2nd show, and it had that woman with, like, unusually long fingernails showing how she ditched stuff. And
oh, yeah, I remember that. It was a while ago. It was about, a May program, but a woman with really long fingernails showing how she, like, washes her hands. She's got to be very careful not to break the nails because they're brittle.
Fingernails showing how she ditched stuff, and you're wondering how she wiped her ass. And my theory is that, those, like, plastic things you can thread toilet paper into for, like, fat people who can't reach their asshole.
Oh, yeah.
She uses something like that.
Yeah, there's, like, this device. We featured this on the show many years ago. It's like this big, long plastic handle. One end you hold on to, and the other end, it's almost like a Swiffer situation where you clump up some toilet paper and you stick it in. It grabs the toilet paper, and then you're just supposed to use that. You use the handle and you maneuver around. I don't know how it works, because I know when I wipe my ass, I get in there. I wipe hard. I don't think you're able to do that with this particular device. Has anyone tried to use it? Like, have you ever been in a situation where, I don't know, you broke something, you had limited mobility for a while, and you had to use one of these toilet paper handle holder things?
Hey, Jimmy Boo. This is your friendly neighborhood friend. Felonious Fingers calling in. I've just been annoyed at your voicemail segment lately, and I'm not going to call anybody out by name, but I just want to say, if you start your voicemail to Jim by saying, "Hey, I know I'm calling in a lot," probably just stop. Just fucking don't even record it. Just hit the star to cancel your fucking stupid message. That means nothing to anybody. It's not entertaining. And just fucking hang up and go away for a while. All right. I love you, Tim, so much.
I love you, too. It's been a while since someone has said, like, sorry for calling in so much. I think people are self-policing themselves now.
Hey, Tim. Rabbi Nickel here.
Pretty sure Rabbi Nickel called in yesterday.
Hey, Tim. Rabbi Nickel here. The part 2 of the May 17th show, you mentioned a sex club on New York. Now, as I'm sure that many of your patrons told you many months ago, Houston Street, but I want to commend you because Houston is a very dumb way to pronounce Houston. It's Houston. It's not Houston. I don't care what these New Yorkers say. I don't care if they talk about...
Oh, did I mispronounce it? New Yorkers pronounce it Houston. That's how you're supposed to say it, but I pronounced it Houston because that's how it's fucking spelled.
Houston. It's Houston. It's not Houston.
Thank you.
I don't care what these New Yorkers say. I don't care if they talk about the year 1700. It's Houston. It's not Houston. If they want to have Houston, they can add an E.
Kind of a weird thing to get so upset about, but okay. I'm with you.
Hey, Tim. It's Gauntlet here. Just... bringing to say that my girlfriend is a really good artist.
Do you hate your girlfriend? Are you trying to kill her? Yeah, you should have her do some artwork for Distorted View Daily. Yeah, if you want your partner to meet an untimely end, have them scratch out some potential new Distorted View logos or merchandise. Chances are that right there will kill them. Yes, we've had some bad luck recently with artists of Distorted View Daily. I do need some new ones, though, so if you are good at art, maybe you could send me your portfolio or a link to some of your work, and I could potentially commission you. I'm looking to do some new merchandise, and if you're not afraid of dying, this might be a fun opportunity to see some of your designs on actual products. Get with me, show@distortedview.com, or, any other way to contact me. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the program. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
Woo! Keep winning. Woo!
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you know what to do. Just sign up, superfreaksideshow.com. Otherwise, I will see you back on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.